Okay, I'm gonna do my dialogue for the week, or it's really been 2 weeks, hasn't it? Um, Here we go. We have Sophia and Michael. 마이클 씨, 오늘 뭐 하세요? 친구 생일 선물 사러 백화점에 가요. 친구 생일이 언제예요? 이번 토요일이에요. 소피아 씨는 오늘 뭐 하세요? 저는 수업 들으러 학교에 가요. 수업이 몇 시에 있어요? 10시에 있어요. 그럼 오후에 저하고 같이 백화점에 가요? 네, 좋아요. Alright, so, um, there's actually like one more sentence at the end of the dialogue, but it had like the time for 10:30 in it. And I kept like procrastinating memorizing that one sentence for so long that it just didn't happen. Um, and I just, rather than fretting it, I just like, okay, let's just move on. Um, what will I say about this dialogue? I think I did that one video like talking about that one sentence a lot. The 친구 생일 선물 사러 백화점에 가요. That's a really cool sentence. I already gushed about it for 30 minutes in a video, so I won't talk about it more right now. Um, I feel like certain things are definitely solidifying for me as far as like just Korean in general goes. I have like, words like onul, onul are just like internalized very heavily. I understand like when I'm listening to Korean, I understand that kind of word. And like that's not the only word, right? But like there's a certain set of words such as onul, which I just immediately understand, even if they're like mumbled or or if you have like onolun, like any variation that it's in, I seem to understand it now. Um, the There was this one sentence in there, and I don't put too much weight on this kind of thing, but sometimes when I'm trying to use Google Translate, um, and I'm specifically when I'm on my PC and I can't type as fast. Like if I'm typing Korean on my phone, I can do it fast because I can see the keys. Whereas on my keyboard, I'm like, I know like within about four keys, if I want to type a sound, I know generally where it is, but I often have to like check a few times. So anyway, I'll use the voice to speech, and I could not get this sentence to show up on voice to speech, which scared me because generally I'm able to, I usually don't have an issue. Like if I need to look up something and I voice to speech it works. But I could not get this sentence to show up. And it was the when Sophia is saying she says 저는 수업 도우러 도우라 수업 도우라 학교에 가요. I don't I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but you've got a combination of things happening here. The the sound, well, the verb is tutta, tutta, which like already is a the this unaspirated T sound has been basically all of the unaspirated sounds have been an issue for me. I haven't really talked about it a lot because generally speaking, this type of pronunciation issue I feel improves as you go, and you don't really need to fret too hard about stuff like this as long as you're like aware that you're not doing it right. And I'm aware that I'm not doing it right. So, like, let me explain my perceptions of this aspiration, the unaspirated stops. We have the we'll just call them by the English letter, but like the t sound, the d sound, the g sound, um, and the p sound. So whenever I hear, to give you an example, the word 백화점, 백화점, when I hear this sound pronounced, it sounds to me like an aspirated P. It sounds like 백화점, 백화점. Now, I've been aware of unaspirated, like Mandarin has unaspirated sounds. So like when I say like "bu" in Chinese, it's unaspirated P. 不行,不是. Like those are, that "b" sound is unaspirated. But I don't, am I doing it right in Chinese? I'm not entirely sure actually. Because in Chinese there's no like there's no other sound that you can have that be mistaken for, if that makes sense. Just like in English, we have an aspirated P and we have a voiced ba. We don't have an unaspirated ba. So anyway, I hear it almost like a P when I hear people say it. When I hear people say tuta, like here, tuta, I hear it as t. It sounds like it's aspirated to me. And I've almost asked ChatGPT a few times, like does this? I think I did ask them once. I'm like, are you sure this isn't aspirated? And it was like, well, some people aspirate it a little bit. Like, okay, cool. Um, and so this sentence specifically, to tuta has a conjugate. It's an irregular conjugation where it becomes tul tulta. It becomes tul dulu dulura durura. So tul turura turura. I don't know. And also this vowel, like the ra, like the sa ra, this vowel, I I I keep hearing it differently. Like I keep hearing it almost as an O sound sometimes, and then I hear the O sound as a U sound sometimes. So I'm really kind of getting mildly frustrated, I guess would be the way to say it. Like when I was watching, I was listening to Korean the last few days, and I heard like somebody was saying like what were they saying? Jado. Like I would say Jado, but it sounded like they were saying Jatu, Jatu. Like I'm just like, dude, what's going on? And I've had that happen with the word library. I To me it looks like it should be um 도서관, 도서관, 도서관. But there I hear 도서관, which sounds more like Chinese, right? But I'm getting a little bit confused. Like, I mean, when in doubt, just copy what you're hearing, but it's been something's not quite lining up. Um, yeah, but anyway, like the getting the days of the week in has been nice. Things like morning, afternoon, asking when, what time. Those are kind of things that when you see them, like when you open to a new chapter and you see that's what you're learning, you're kind of like, oh man, I don't, this seems like a pain in the ass. But then once you've learned it, you think to yourself like, oh, thank God I know how to say that, right? So that's Korean. Chinese, I made a whole video about this. I said I was going to do it every day, but I've been failing to do it every single day. I'm going to keep trying to do it every day. Just making a short video talking mostly about what I've been up to in Chinese, just some short thing, just to keep it going. Um, my day job has been ramping up a lot. I've been really busy with it. And in fact, like last time I was meeting with my tutor, I had to like leave in the middle of the session, which is really annoying. But I had to leave because of work. Um, but what I will say about my Chinese, I mean, it's been a bit of a like sobering wake up call, might be one way to put it, where I just like my pronunciation just really isn't that good. Um, and it's frustrating to listen to it. Like, and that's part of why it's been sobering is because I don't know why, but like I never recorded myself before. I guess I probably knew in the back of my head it wasn't really that good, and I didn't want to figure it out. But like I listen to the recordings I've been making, and it's just like regularly mispronouncing random sounds, just regularly mispronouncing them. Um, and knowing also that like not only am I mispronouncing it, but it's like as I'm speaking, I fully know the right sound, but I just don't produce it, which is very frustrating. And I'm trying to think of an example of one of those sounds. Like, and the thing is, it's sounds that I didn't even think I had an issue with, is what really gets me. Um, I guess like one example is just like all of the palatalized sounds. I don't palatalize them enough. I've noticed that. So like when I say like Jin, that's a bad example. Um, I guess like Jin Tian, 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 Tian. That ya sound in there just is I just never get it in there enough. Um, there's certain tones. It's not an entire tone, but it's like in a certain context, I just really struggle to say the tones correctly. Um, to give you an example of that, the word recently, if I want to say recently, it's 最近, 最近, fourth, 最近, 最近. And I've been talking about this a lot, like the balance between saying it very articulated clearly and sounding natural. And I was trying to I had that one recording. I told myself I was just going to record and not stress it, like how bad it is or whatever. But I kept hearing myself screw this up and I just kept trying it over and over and it never sounded good. But I was trying to just like start the video out and say, 我最近什么什么什么 like 我最近看到好多的说英语的日本人。我在我最近在优酷上，在 YouTube 上看到好多的说英语的日本人，练习英语的日本人，whatever it was I'm going to say. But like, I wanted to start off by saying like 我最近, and I wanted to wanted to sound natural, and it's like 我 okay 我 whatever 我最近我最近and it just never sounds right. It never sounds right. And to make it worse, like whenever I put additional stuff after it, it's even harder to get it to sound right. Like the tones just want to change. 那我最近看到 YouTube 上好多的说 like I just nothing sounds right. Nothing feels like it's flowing good. Nothing sounds natural. Um, overall, just I don't want to say pure frustration, but it's very frustrating. It doesn't feel like it's getting much better. If anything, it's kind of like when you have like a really messy room or you have something that's like really fucked up, like some work you've been doing that's just a mess, and you have like someone else come in to help you, and it's like this really long process of discovering just how messed up and fucked up the thing was. They're like, "Oh, why did you do this? Wait, let me check this file. Oh, why did you do it like that? Oh my God, what did you do over here?" And you're just like, can we please get to the part where you figured out all the stuff I fucked up and you're done yelling at me? Like that's kind of what it feels like. And except I'm discovering my own problems. I'm just discovering how I've been fucking up that beyond what I thought I was. Like it's worse than I thought, and I have to try to fix it. And it's just kind of like it's quite discouraging. So that, and then part of the thing is like just trying to find my voice in Chinese. I don't I don't really like my voice in English. not just like my voice itself, but the way I talk. I have a very like, I feel like I'm always mumbling when I talk. I don't feel like I talk clearly. I'm always kind of oscillating between talking really fast and mumbling, and kind of pausing and slowly saying something and then going back to talking fast and mumbling. And I don't really want to carry that over to Chinese, but like I think the way you talk is probably kind of locked in across languages. But as far as like my voice in Chinese, like I feel I've been trying to like, I lean toward wanting to just talk slower. Like that sentence I was showing you earlier. Like, and again, I don't, that's kind of a complicated sentence and I'm probably screwing something up, but like just slower would be like, 我最近在 YouTube 看到好多的说 this is terrible. Like, do you see what, like the slower I talk, I start to feel like the sentence isn't connected and it's just like evaporating. And then if I talk really fast, I just fuck up a bunch of tones. So I really don't know what to do. Like, 我最近看到 YouTube 上好多的使用 YouTube 练习说英语的日本人. That sounded okay, but it was middle between slow and fast, and middle between I probably like dropped like, I probably screwed up like the pronunciation of two or three words, two or three syllables doing that. And I've noticed like, and I know I'm kind of going into a deep dive criticism of myself, but that's the point of this channel. When I want to say like a really common set of syllables, such as 中国人, 中国人, and I try to say it at anything beyond that speed, it just sounds like I'm mumbling and screwing up all the tones. 好多的中国人，好多，我看到几个中国人，中国人. I just can't. It just never sounds right to me. It never does. Um, 住在美国的中国人都说 like just no matter what kind of sentence I try to build, I hear that phrase like 中国人 and it just never sounds right. 中国中国中国人好多的中国人都说 like I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. And this is something I need to talk through with my tutor, I think, like, because it's possible that if I just talk fast, I sound way better, but I don't know. And that's kind of why I got a tutor. But my gut tells me if I can't say it good at like a medium speed, then saying it fast is not going to be a solution. It's just going to make things worse. But we'll see. Thanks for watching. Bye.